Oh,
What's up?
what's up? BFFs, woo! Dude, you're looking
Woohoo!
crisp.
Dude, I was gonna say, it's so I don't know if you can see this how bad this is, but my chest is bubbling. I got like a
You.
3rd-degree burn.
Yikes. Yo, what is up, everyone? Welcome back to the BFFs podcast. Make sure you guys tap that bell, subscribe, and like the video.
Yes,
I guess I kind of took it all,
you
didn't I?
did. Well, let's get into the episode.
Let's go.
I know, man. Kids, wear your sunscreen. You know when you get so excited when you go to the beach for like the first time in the summer and you're just like, I want to get as tan as possible.
Yep. Setting the base
Put the
tan.
oil on. You seen that shit? You probably haven't because you're a boy, but the girls who know that what I'm talking about. There's this like orange. Gabby definitely knows what it is. Tanning oil that is like full. It's like keratin or something, or it's like there's carrots in it, and it turns you orange, but it soaks up all the sun, and it's viral on TikTok. And I was like, oh, let me get this. So me and all my friends put it on the first day at the beach. We couldn't walk home. We couldn't move
Just
the next
so
day.
burnt.
So burnt.
And a blister
Like
in
the
chest
flu.
is just not what you want.
No, it's definitely not if you're on the prowl to find a husband and then they see
No,
blisters
yeah,
all
that's
over your
that's
chest.
not the white liquid they want to see come out of your tits, you know?
Oh my God. that was crazy.
I mean, it's
What is
crazy, but it's
wrong with
true.
you?
It's true.
I mean, I guess it's true, but a lot of things are true.
And a lot of things are crazy.
A lot of things are
And
true
welcome
and
back
crazy.
to another episode of BFFs with Josh Richards and Brianna Chickenfry.
And we're back. And there's blisters in it. Yeah, okay.
There's blisters in places there shouldn't be.
Yeah, man. And I got blisters on my feet. I'm just fucking blistered up, man.
Oof.
I want to live on an island and never come back.
Oh, yeah, I know. We're about to, we and Gabby actually last second yesterday. This is how quickly we planned this. Yesterday, we realized, oh, we have like 4 days. We have 4 days of free time, and we don't have free time for like the rest of the month.
Mhm.
It's going to carry over. Probably other things will get booked. Me and Gabby are on our 2-year, and we realized we had 4 days of free time. So we're heading to Cabo tomorrow, or today. Sorry, we're heading to Cabo today. We planned it yesterday. We're going to be at like an all-inclusive. It's going to be sick. So that's why I'm going to be filming from a different location for some of these Love Island interviews we got coming up.
Oh, we do have Love Island interviews coming up. Wahahaha. Love Island is consuming my freaking life. Are you like locked in on it? I was a little bit behind.
Yes, I'm full screen again. I'm a little behind. I'm trying to catch up. I think I'm going to catch up on the flight to Cabo. So I'll be ready. I'll be ready for these interviews. Gabby's keeping me locked in. She's feeding me all the Spark notes. We're ready to go.
Okay. All right. There's been a lot of, I feel like we should just hop into Love Island. I feel like everyone is consumed by it.
Yeah, I feel like all the headlines are almost irrelevant unless we're talking about Love Island. So let's dive deep.
I know. And there's kind of some crazy shit that has come from Love Island this week. Like Cierra leaving the villa. Crazy.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Crazy. Okay. So for those that don't know, and if you don't know, you probably live under a rock, but Cierra leaves the villa. So Cierra's parents released a statement. The statement says, as Cierra's parents, this has been one of the most painful weeks of our lives. We've seen the posts, the headlines, the hurt, and the hate. And while Cierra hasn't seen any of it yet, we have. And also to the people who love her, we're not here to justify, ignore what's surfaced. We understand why people are upset. We know accountability matters, but what's happening online right now has gone far beyond that. The threats, the cruel messages, the attacks on her family, her friends, even her supporters. It's heartbreaking. It's uncalled for. And no one deserves that kind of hate, no matter what mistake they've made. While Cierra is not in the villa anymore, she is still away. She hasn't had the chance to process any of this or speak for herself, but we know our daughter, we know her heart, and when she returns, we believe she'll face this with honesty, growth, and grace.
Yeah. I mean, it's tough, you know. I feel like I think I've said this before on these type of situations, you know, when someone is using a slur or something like that when they speak, or if they like, the thing is with this one, it wasn't like a long time ago when they were a kid. You know what I mean? And it wasn't like, I slipped up or something. You know what I mean? It was like edited in a video, I believe, is when she used the term, right? Am I?
So yeah, for those that don't know, she posted an Instagram story and she was talking about getting Botox. This is like the
Yes.
first one that surfaced, and
Yes.
it's her like smiling, and she says she used the C word. I don't really know how else to describe the word, but
Yeah.
she
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
said that she looked C word when she smiles. So she would get Botox. So basically that her eyes don't look Asian. is what she
Yeah.
was saying, but she used like obviously a very derogatory and racist term to
Yeah.
describe it. And this was like not that long ago.
Yeah.
So I think that's where, obviously, to begin with, I have so many thoughts on this. Like, to begin with, awful. Shouldn't have said it. It doesn't really matter how long ago it was, like,
No.
to an extent,
No, it
but
doesn't matter.
it was recent. So I think that's where a lot of the outrage is coming
There's
from.
just no like, oh, I was young and dumb excuse. You know, you can't play the like, I was 13 and in high school and it was a bad tweet I put up.
Yeah, it was very recent, like very recent. And it's just crazy to me because a lot of these people, especially Cierra included, were influencers before this. So she like had a platform while she was posting that, had
Exactly.
followers. And you know what's like, there's so many layers to this. So have you seen all of her friends like publicly denouncing her and like not standing with her and like
Oh,
basically just
no.
hopping on the hate train?
No.
So obviously all this shit comes out, and Cierra has her friend that has been running her account. We talked about last week in our meeting, we wanted to get her on the pod before all this shit came out.
Yeah.
But she was running Cierra's account, and when all this shit came out, or it honestly began when Cierra started getting hate on the show, and it wasn't benefiting her friend anymore to be running this account. She started to like step back and take a step back from running Cierra socials. But then when all this came out, she like publicly said, I do not support her. I do not condone her. I do not, like, just basically saying she does not stand with
feeding
Cierra,
her to the wolves.
and feeding her to the wolves. And a bunch of her friends publicly did that, which is like, I get it. You don't stand with what she said, but if that's your friend and you know her character and you know her heart and you know she's not racist and you know that she's not a bad person, and just because it doesn't benefit you to support her anymore when you were just riding her dick,
Yeah.
now you come out and be like, say that's so fake shit to me. Just don't say anything. Obviously you don't support those fucking things that she said.
Yeah, or like the parents said, you know,
Yeah.
like it's not like the parents like we support what she did. They did the opposite, you know, but they're like, but we do know her heart and we do think that she'll face this with like honesty and growth. And it's like, to me, it's the other thing is you're telling me that the friends didn't see this story.
That's what I'm saying. And she had a platform, and she
already had a
posted it.
platform. She was already posting. Obviously, the friend taking over her social, knows her voice on social, probably watches a lot of her social media, clearly is her friend, so is checking on in her stories. So if this friend knew this already happened, and when she saw the video,
100%.
clearly didn't care enough to say anything about it. And then when it wasn't convenient for her, was like, oh, shit, I hate that. It's, but like you saw it before.
You saw it.
You
saw it before.
100% saw it, and then you decided to run her socials. So you are worse than you're like might be the worst person in this mix, actually.
Oh yeah, all of them. It's like, dude, you guys are so fake and insane. Like, and also if you're posting that, if she was posting that on her Instagram story, what does their group chat look like? Like, you guys are obviously talking like this.
Y'all
and
are
it's
homies.
normalized.
Clearly,
Yeah.
you knew this was a thing. Like that. Yeah, that's aggravating. Not condoning, obviously, what Cierra said in the slightest.
No.
It is a situation that, like, for the friends to then like just completely just go, all right, you're the worst. I'm gonna save my face now. Is like,
like
it's a tough one.
Insane. Like if you were to say what Cierra said, and imagine I just came out and said, I hate this. Like, just
I've always hated this guy. Is terrible, and I don't like him at all.
Yeah,
and I also didn't know anything about this, but we hung out all the time.
Like, I would say, of course, I don't stand with what Josh said, but I know him to his like.
Exactly,
you know what I mean?
Exactly. They're like
kicking their friend while she's down,
and that's kind of what happens every single time one of these situations goes on with social media. Is like, what is the punishment that people actually want to have be put onto this person? Is it death threats? And because I don't think that's what we want. I don't think we want someone to like want to feel like they want to die. That seems a little bit to the extreme to me. But at the same time, it can't just be all right, whatever, do whatever you want and say whatever you want and don't face any consequences. So there is like something that you need to be able to show that you've like learned or grown, or I don't know, you have this sort of like I'm going to start educating myself or something. Because if we just do this continuous thing where when we cancel people for them, saying the wrong thing or being disrespectful towards a race of human being, like if we just go, you're awful, put you to the side, you'll never get a chance again. It's like, how do these people? They're not going to want to learn or get better at you know what I mean?
100.
Does that make sense?
100%. The way that cancel culture works now, especially for things like this, like where it is like insensitive words or racist comments, no one is canceling them in hopes of like holding them accountable or like having room for growth.
Yeah.
It's not that no one actually cares. They don't care that they said this. All they want to do is cancel people. They don't want people to grow. They don't want people to learn. Like she should have been able to finish the show, come out, saw that, and then you give her the opportunity to like, I don't know, you see how she reacts to the situation, how she grows from it, how she learns from it. But canceling, like not even canceling her, like trying to destroy her life off of that. Like I don't care what you say. That is not the way to hold people accountable. There's no accountability in that.
There's no learning that comes from that. There's no growth or learning that is able to come from that situation. So, and I'm not saying I have the answer. I don't know if I'm the one that's supposed to have the answer. But I'd almost want to know from the communities that, get affected by this. What is the want or what is the desire? Like that is where I'd be like, from people, in the Asian community, when this situation happens, what do you need to see from this person now to understand like, okay, they've had growth or they've had change? Because obviously there needs to be accountability and she needs to face it and speak on it or give her or show her like learning curve. But I'm just curious, I guess, as an outsider, what do you guys think the process should be?
Yeah. And they're like, Asian people are the only people that can tell you that.
Yeah, that's
use their
the thing.
5, 6,
That's
2,
why
3.
I'm saying like, I can't tell you.
Exactly.
I can't tell you. This has nothing to like, I'm not the person that's going to be affected by this. And I want to know from the people that are, what do you guys think? I don't need to hear from like some 12-year-old online that is white about what to do here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I want to know from the proper community and have them be the ones to, hold Cierra accountable here.
Yeah. And the 12-year-old or just all the white people are the loudest people about this. I think I've seen 2 Asian people make a video about this, and they were like, you guys don't even care like about our community. All you care about is like
latching on to this moment,
getting
likes on a comment.
Yeah. Like there's no actual, and they're not hurt or affected by the comments. It's like, so why are you the one trying to tear it down? So that's why I think where I base my opinion off it is from the Asian people's reactions like that I've seen so far.
Yeah.
But I don't freaking know. There was actually, do you remember Bella, the one that spells her name pretty weird on the show?
It's like Bell A
dash A.
Yeah.
So she obviously isn't on the show anymore, but she posted this statement. So she's an Asian American, and she said, as a proud Asian American woman, I'm deeply appreciative of the Love Island USA producers for taking a stand and making it clear that racism of any kind is not tolerated.
Yep.
When I first saw
Love Island.
Yep. When I first saw what my fellow Islanders said on the social media pages, I was incredibly heartbroken, but I wanted to wait until they left the villa and were able to address the situation, genuinely apologize, and commit to learning from the experience before deciding how our relationship would look moving forward. As screenshots continued to surface, it became clear that I could no longer support this person and made the decision to unfollow them a couple days ago. Asian hate is oftentimes overlooked and dismissed, but being a first-generation American, I personally witnessed and experienced how real and hurtful comments like these are. It is my hope in this situation can help shed light on how big of an issue anti-Asian hate actually is. Just like so many other Asian Americans, my mom immigrated here to create a better life for her and our future family, knowing the hardships that she would have to face. I could not be silent any longer, because what good is this amazing platform God and you all have given me if I don't use it to amplify the voices? I do not condone bigotry or racism of any kind, but I also don't condone hate either. Please think twice before leaving unkind comments to or about this person. I love you all so much.
I mean, yeah, perfect little response there. From this though, is there multiple situations where she's been like, it sounds like she's saying multiple screenshots have been
Multiple.
posted.
Yeah, can we get a producers? Do you know anything about that? Because I've only seen the main
I've only
one.
seen the main thing that everyone's talking about,
There,
but
there were like two. So she said the same word two times. So there's just been multiple counts of her using that word in basically the same context, like talking about her eyes. But there's been like 2 or 3 screenshots of her just using it on her Instagram
so
story.
this was clearly a term she was throwing around often
Yeah.
when she'd refer to herself
And
in
then
her eyes.
Yeah, and then there was a DM. Someone like slid up on her story of her using the word, and they were like, "You know, this is a slur." And she said, "Thankfully, I didn't use it in that way, though."
Oh, so how about this? How about she's a fucking brain dead idiot, and you could tell that from every time she talks on the show. She didn't talk like this. I honestly didn't like her, so I'm like happy she's gone off the show. But what do you mean you didn't use it in that term?
That's
You literally
that's
just used it in the most derogatory sentence that you could use. You were making it a negative thing to have those type of eyes,
and
so
how
you
you
get
need to get
Botox
like
to not
surgery to
have it.
not look that way. Yeah, it actually makes me get this hearing that there's like not just one but two but three situations, and then also going ahead and pretty much trying to say you did no wrong. Oh,
I didn't
that's
know
a
that
tough one.
one.
Yeah,
I
that's a
didn't know
tough one.
that
It's
one.
hard to have any. I mean, you're completely in the wrong, and you should be off the show. Which I
Yeah.
wasn't saying at any point in this that she shouldn't be. I still would like to side with my. I don't know if death threats is the answer here.
I just think
But there's
yeah.
clearly like it's not just like oh my bad, I slipped up once apology that's gonna slide. You know,
Yeah.
this is like it's a repeat offender.
Like when I said I wanted her to stay on the show, I just meant like I would want this to all like I want everything to happen in real time, and I literally want them to leave the villa and like come like see it all. Like
Or
I
she
want it
should
to
have
just like
had to
all
address it
unfold
on the show.
on the show. Dude, that was it's so infuriating to me. Like if the Love Island producers are going to pull all these people and do all of this shit, you have to fucking address it. Don't lie on the show and say she left for personal reasons. With Yulissa, don't just pull her and say she left the island. Like if you guys are going to do this shit and like fuck with the whole social experiment of the show where they're on the island, don't have their phones.
They got it. They
that was
got it.
not a thing.
I'd want to hear how they can be accountable on the fly too, because that's going to be a real like that's going to show their true colors.
Awesome.
Now they don't get a week, or now she can take a couple days. She can fucking write some shit up. Like I want to know what her answer is on that in the moment.
Yes, and I want to know because this affects how like I watch the rest of the show. Like I want to know if they tell the other islanders because also they're stupid. This would make great reality TV, to be honest, if they told everyone and then we would get to see everyone's reaction. And hey, cancel culture people, you could probably get a few more cancels out of other people's reactions if that's what you want. Like how people react to that. I bet some people would be like, oh, it's not that bad. Or others would get really mad. And then
Yeah.
it would like kind of show the actual reaction without a phone or like seeing what America is saying. It's so crazy to me that they didn't say it on the show.
I wonder if the thought is like we don't want to get clicks off of something that is so wrong. I wonder if that is maybe their thought, but then again, it's a reality TV show. I doubt they ever think, oh, we don't want to get clicks. Like, so I don't know. I think we do it on the show, and then the person has to actually face their, a consequence for their actions.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like they should show it, and people would like. I want to see that because then we could know if she's genuinely sorry or if she's just mad she's getting kicked off the show.
But I think
I
think she should have to face it, but also still can be removed from the show. Yeah. Like
I think
this is
leave.
multiple times she's done this. I don't think it's necessarily like, oh, and you get to stay and get all this popularity and gain from it. I think it's like address this shit and then see you later.
Yeah, and I want to see like Nick's reaction. They barely talked about her leaving the island, and then they were just so in love. They closed off, and then he doesn't give a fuck that she's gone. So Like, it just doesn't make sense to
I
me that they
mean,
don't address that shit.
come on now. Do we really think Nick is like this? Like, I feel like this guy, every girl he talks to in the show, he's like, honestly, like, I feel like I've kind of been like, my eyes have been on you this whole time. I think you're the most beautiful girl in this villa, and type shit. Like that's Nick to a T.
No,
Like
I
every
know, but like he was just so obsessed with her, and
yeah, I'm a
he's not even
nurse.
addressing it.
I'm a nurse type shit. I could
He
I could
is
heal
like
your
that.
I could heal your diabetes, Jaden. You know what I'm saying? That's what he was on. And he just talks to everyone the same.
Every single person the same, and like him and Alandria have had the same. They just keep having the same conversation every time they talk. It's the same conversation over and over and over. And the
If it ain't
people
broke, don't
that are
fix it.
shipping
I
them,
mean, the guy's got a strategy and it works.
like, I can't believe people actually like them. It is the fakest connection I have. They are just the last people they have to be together. And it didn't work out. And now they're just back together. And they're like, oh, we should really explore this time. If you like Alandria, you shouldn't want Nick for fucking Alandria.
Yeah. I don't know.
Oh, I'm so like, the show gets me so heated and I can't believe I'm this invested in it.
It is nuts. The emotion, the strings it pulls on. All right, guys, game time. They don't make it easy to buy concert tickets these days. You got to sign up for the pre-sale, get in the queue, and by the time you get through, the best seats are gone. Going to a concert should be about the show itself, not waiting in a virtual line. Lucky for me, I always use Game Time, the official ticketing partner of Barstool Sports. Game Time makes getting tickets faster and easier. Prices on the app actually go down the closer it gets to showtime. I was looking for some tickets for Shakira, and I saw an amazing deal for great seats at only $70 in LA. So what are you guys waiting for? I'm going to go get those Shakira tickets now. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code BFF for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code BFF for $20 off. Download the Game Time app today. What time is it? Game time.
TJ and Iris, leading to Iris and Pepe.
I like Iris.
I love Iris.
I liked her. And I feel like they didn't give her camera time because she wasn't,
She's chill.
causing drama left and right. But like, if the whole point of the show is to find the best couple, to me, I was like, Iris is in that lane for the girl that should be like the winner of this show. She knows what she wants. She got what she wants. She's not she's not, throwing shit around. Seems like that should be the person, but I get it. No clicks.
No clicks. They don't care.
Yep.
But God, Pepe, he does something to me I can't even explain.
Like
Pepe, man.
Something nice.
Something magical. When that man comes on my screen, I'll pause it.
Right.
I'll pause it. I'll just look at it and say, damn, he needs more screen time because God damn,
Yeah.
Pepe is the hottest motherfucker in that villa. Him and Chris, oh my gosh. And now he also seems the most genuine. I know he won most genuine, but because he is the most genuine. The way that he talked to Adriana, I always say her name wrong. Adrina,
Andrina,
the baddie with the fatty. The way he let her down was so kind and nice because he was still with someone else. And even the way that he talked to Graceland about it, he was so mature and open and honest. And it makes me so happy that he's with Iris now because I feel like they'll be the best couple at the end of this.
Yeah. I'm down for them.
I love them down. But TJ, man, he just got forgotten.
Yeah. I mean, he was also somebody that was kind of like playing to the back though too.
Yeah, for sure.
It was like, it was always either Iris or the, I might say her name wrong, Vanna. It was always between the two. Like those were the only two he talked to. He didn't really get into, I feel like he didn't handle the situation where it was like, oh shit, that's drama. You know what I mean? He played it chill. So he was another one that just kind of like played it chill.
I also thought that Iris and TJ knew each other for way longer. They knew each other for like 3 days.
Damn. That is short.
Like, my friends just told me that. I'm like, are you sure? But I can't, I thought they were together for like 3 weeks. So it makes sense how fast that she moved on.
Yeah. You didn't get time to develop a relationship.
I guess there's a little more from Love Island if we want to talk about it. But the stand on business challenge, the mailbox challenge, people are saying the Islanders look different in the Maybelline sponsored episode because legally you can't use filters when promoting a makeup brand.
Yo, that's
Oh,
crazy.
that's wild. I guess I didn't really like pay attention because I just thought that fucking episode was out of control and so mean. I would kill myself if I had to play that freaking game.
You're telling me that they can't use any face filters on them, or that they can't use makeup in this episode?
Face filters. So if you
They put face filters on the characters
everything.
for the show?
Yes, they do that on the Kardashians too. It's like a blurring filter. So now I understand why
So
they
your
don't have razor
skin
burn.
just looks like perfect.
Yeah, so I technically could go on the show because they blur it all out.
No, that's how there's no razor burn. That's how there's no.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Shit.
I mean, that's crazy.
Man, be looking good as hell. It's like the beauty filter on TikTok.
Literally in RIL.
That would be awesome. That would be
RIL?
awesome. I'd feel so gassed up after watching myself on Love Island.
I know, and then you look
With
in the
the
mirror
whole
and you're like,
filter on, you'd be like, damn, I look good in
wait.
this episode. That would be sick.
this is why
Man,
the
all right.
booties are so smooth. The last thing that people are freaking out about is the Huda fighting with Chris. They're like, oh my gosh, Crash Out's back. On the baby episode, did you watch that one yet?
Is this the one where they were like, she slammed the drawers everywhere and everything, and then it like cuts to Huda coming in and she just kind of is like shutting the drawer and like barely doing anything?
That's another thing where the episode where they were all so mean to Huda, they made Amaya cry, but they cut to that, and then Adrina said, of course they didn't fucking show that she was slamming drawers for 30 minutes. They only did 5 seconds
Yeah.
of the clip.
Yeah. I saw that little comment she made. Yep.
That goes into my thing about the producers playing so hard into whatever the narrative is online. Like people hated Cierra, so they kicked her off. Like if people didn't bring this to attention or there wasn't a lot of discourse about it, they would have kept her on the show. Like they don't give a fuck. They only give a fuck about like the public's reaction.
Yeah, they want to look good in the public eye. I mean, it's the same like I saw a clip and it's Amaya talking and she's going back and forth with the guy, and in the clip when you watch it you're like, damn, she is cutting him off and not letting him speak for a second. Like this, like what the hell? Like it kind of makes her look bad. And then you watch the clip a little closer and her sunglasses are in a different spot. And then they're like not even there at one point, but they're making it look like she's been talking the whole time. They're just cutting up everything she's saying, and then cutting off that guy's talking parts. So it looks like he hasn't been able to get a word out, or they'll like put in a part of his line and then have her line go over it. They're just Frankenstein editing that entire thing to make it look like a scene that it's not, where she is like on like at his throat, not letting him speak. And it's like, ooh, yeah, I got to be careful with the continuity of the glasses because now we all know what's going on.
I know. Dude, producers are cutthroat, especially of reality. Also, like the whole Huda thing was so foreshadowed. Like they made her say what, like 7 episodes ago when everyone hated Huda. They like sat her down and was like, say this is going to be your redemption arc. And she's like, I'm a good person. This is going to be my redemption arc. The producers spent the next 6 episodes editing a redemption arc for her and like taking everyone else's shit out, making people feel bad for Huda. I think in real life, all the people that we love watching the show, you probably wouldn't like, and the people you hate, you probably would like, because they just edit it so fucking weirdly.
Yeah, it's almost like hard to be able to tell because they are, as much as they, say it's reality TV, they're painting the picture.
Oh yeah.
You're not going to get to figure it out. Like the only type of show where, you're going to be able to watch it and see everything that's going on is a show like Big Brother, where they like have the website that you can go 24/7 watch the show. You know what I mean? Like that's the only type of setup where you're going to get to really know what's going on. So,
yeah. So that's our Love Island freaking.
That's our rant.
Yeah.
Our Love Island spiel. It'll be better when we have the people on to, defend themselves too.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Wait, I wonder, would you think our listeners would want Cierra on?
See what she has to say for herself?
Yeah, like would you guys want that? Or is that like giving someone a platform? Or do you want her to have a platform do you want us to grill her?
To see what is the truth behind it? Like,
I don't know if she'd want to come on.
I don't know if she'd want to, because we can't be playing no, guess favoritism or anything.
I mean, I think I just
We'd
called
have
her
to be
stupid fucking idiot.
cutthroat. Yeah, that's true. You did. We'd have to be cutthroat though.
We'd have to be
You
cutthroat.
got to
We'd
hold
have
her
to be.
accountable for it.
We'd have to be Dave Portnoy style.
Oh yeah, we might have to put on our best Dave Portnoy impressions for that one.
Yeah. Well, you guys let us know if
she
you'd
wants
even
to
want
face
that.
it. If she wants to face it,
Come face it.
come face this shit. Well, Jeff Bezos got married. All right, guys, Body Armor. This episode is brought to you by Body Armor Sports Drinks. This summer, cool off with Body Armor Chill, a bold new way to hydrate with no artificial dyes, flavors, or sweeteners. Enjoy a new refreshing, cooling sensation in the 3 impossibly cold flavors: frozen berry, frozen cherry, and frozen orange. Available for a limited time. Grab yours at 7-Eleven or a store near you. Yep, same reaction over here. Got married in a 3-day celebration in Venice. Costed $50 million. Talk about a wedding budget. Honestly,
50 million? That's like nothing for him though, right?
kind of cheap
Kind of cheap.
for him,
For him?
bruh. That'd be
Yeah.
like
For him?
that'd be like
nothing.
me spending $5,000 on my wedding.
Imagine being able to spend 50 million and it's chum change.
Yeah, it's nothing. He made more than $50 million over the 3 days of celebrating his $50 million wedding.
That's crazy. I mean, he probably made $50 million off me this week, Amazon Prime and shit. I keep buying movies that I keep renting shit and then forgetting to watch them for the
And then you
rental
got to
period.
rent them again. Oh,
Man, I should have just bought them.
yeah, I did that with Thunderbolts. Ain't that the worst? Well, you know,
Wait, but Jay, what do you mean by that? He made 50 million?
that's how much money this guy makes.
Oh, like
He makes
just in
so much
general.
money every day off of having Amazon that during that 3-day period, he spent 50 million. He made probably more than $50 million.
That makes me
It doesn't
sick.
even matter. It doesn't even matter.
That makes
Guy's just
me sick.
oozing bread, dude. Oozing bread like Brianna's chest is oozing pus.
Yep. Me and Jeff, hand in hand, like this.
Hand in hand. Well, few moments from the wedding that the internet is talking about. Kylie Jenner wore a dress that was almost white to the wedding and is facing quite a bit of backlash. Yeah, that's close.
Like, I love my girl, Kylie. Body is
But-
tea, but that is
but-
so close.
Looks great. Looks great. She looks great. But, ooh, that is a wedding dress.
That is so. Maybe do we think it's just that this photograph? Maybe it photographed in the light and it looks a little white.
I will say Gabby wore a yellow dress to a wedding once, and people were on her thinking it was white in the lighting, but it was very much a yellow dress.
Yeah,
So I'll give her that, but it's definitely like a gray.
it's like light gray, which
Yeah,
is
it's
like
like a silver,
yeah.
which is still tight though.
It's. I know. That's what I'm like. Kylie, you are literally. You can wear whatever you freaking want.
Look at the guy in the background eyeing her down. He's like, damn, this is gonna start something.
Damn, that's a wedding dress.
That's a wedding dress. You also got to know, like, you're Kylie Jenner. Like, even though it's Bezos' wedding, you know people are going to be looking at you and taking photos.
Oh
of
my
you.
god, yeah. Maybe she doesn't like the bride, so she dressed like one.
Maybe, dude. But anyways,
Did
the
you
bride
like?
looks great.
I was gonna say, did you like her dress?
Yeah. I don't know. I think the picture is a bad picture.
Yeah, a lot of people
need to
hated
see
it.
I need to see it when she's standing straight up. Right now, she's kind of like over, so it's kind of hard to tell. It's very,
Tight.
I don't know why, but I'm getting like Caroline from this photo.
Coraline.
Coraline. God, the pronunciation's been off today.
Yeah, you're all over the place. But
Hard time
I
with names.
yes, or like Nightmare Before Christmas. Or
Yes.
something.
Yeah. 100%. There's something about it. I don't know if it's that piece that's going through the middle,
Yeah.
but there's something about it's also like, really tight neck all the way up. But
Body is tea. Everyone hated it. I liked it, but I
They're
don't know if I
looking
just
good.
hated it because everyone liked it. But yeah, they look good. I don't really give a fuck about these people.
the Bezos.
Yeah, I don't know anything about them.
Yeah,
Why are
they're
they
not
like?
really like, in my timeline, they're just billionaires.
They're just billionaires.
They're
Yeah.
just super rich. That's really all it is. But all right, good for them. Rich people deserve happiness too, I guess.
Yeah.
People in Venice, though, protested the Bezos wedding for exploitation of the city and concerns of climate issues.
Good for them.
Yeah,
But,
I mean, standing on business.
They're not going to freaking not do their wedding, though.
That's the problem. They're too rich, too powerful.
It's like, what do you even get out of this, I guess? But that's the point of protesting, right? Just to draw attention.
I think so. You bring attention to a statement or whatever you're trying to fight. So
the thing is you just never can beat people with money. You're never going to beat a billionaire at anything. They're always going to get what they want.
It's going to be very tough to do so.
You can't. You can only fight money with money.
Yeah.
If you don't have it, you're screwed.
It is pretty hard. Celebrities invited. People online are also heavily judging the guest list, comparing it to the Hunger Games and questioning why it seemed to be just a bunch of celebrities. I was going to ask that when I saw Kylie Jenner. What, Kylie Jenner and Bezos, just homies?
That's what I'm saying. Like, why are these people invited to this wedding?
It seems like it was like a gala.
A gala. Gala.
It's a gala.
You said gala. Your pronunciation is all over the place.
It's all over the place today. Let's just ignore it, all right? But yeah, Oprah Winfrey, Bill Gates, I get. Tom Brady, what?
Like what?
Leonardo DiCaprio, what? Orlando Bloom, what?
What?
Sydney Sweeney, like why? Why does Sydney Sweeney know Jeff Bezos?
Like what the fuck is this guest list? Did they even invite their family?
It doesn't even, like, there's no way in hell Sydney Sweeney and Bezos are just like, yo, what's up this weekend? Nothing much. Just making bath soap with my bath water in it. Oh, cool. We'll sell it on Amazon. Like, there's no way they're having these combos.
No, maybe like Lauren Sanchez's son was like, get Sydney Sweeney there. But like, why are you inviting them to your wedding? Your wedding is supposed to be the most like sacred, beautiful thing with all the people you love and not a fucking gala.
Wait, on Google, I Googled how does Sydney Sweeney know Jeff Bezos? And it says a source told the outlet that the Anyone But You star traveled to Venice for the glamorous event because she's set to star in a film for Jeff's Amazon MGM Studios. She is not even friends with either of them. She just came to pay respect to the boss. That's weird.
That is so strange.
Pay respect to the boss?
That's what I'm saying. Like, all of these people, like, what, they did a movie with Amazon? But
why
Bezos
are the Kardashians there?
Bezos ain't on set.
He has nothing to do with I can guarantee he has nothing to do with those movies.
He doesn't even know what movies or TV shows are coming out on his platform.
No, he has no idea. He has no say. He's just the rich guy.
I mean, if he wanted to have say, he could, but why would he? That's why he's hired all these people.
Yes, he doesn't want. He's literally just wants to get married and get wasted.
Well, I mean, in lighter news,
question though,
or maybe, what?
Would you, if you got invited, would you have gone?
Yeah.
What would you do? Like,
it's a $50 million wedding. You think I'm not going to go to a $50 million wedding?
What do you think made it $50 million? Did they get presents?
Probably though, like food. I mean, the location. You got to think it's a 3-day celebration. So, like all the staff. I'm sure drink, everything, top of the line. It's not like you're paying for any of your drinks while you're there. So 3 days.
Imagine you were.
Yeah, they give you like 2 bar
drink tickets.
They give you 2 drink tickets. After that, you gotta pay. I'd be like, are you fucking my ass?
That'd be crazy.
So yeah, I think it's probably just, I don't know. They probably have like these crazy performers there. I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure everything was as crazy as it could get.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Wonder if they had like
probably shut down roads. They probably had how many policemen or whatever on budget too.
Yeah, security was probably crazy.
Security is crazy. Like it would be nuts.
All right, guys, quick commercial break. So let's talk about Roback. You've heard us talk about it before, but they keep coming out with new products and the quality is incredible. So let's get into the demi dress. The demi dress is amazing. Okay. It's perfect. It's sporty. It's flirty. It's made from buttery performance fabric that somehow hugs you in all the right places. So it snatches you. It makes you look good. It's a cute dress. And it's also, there's like built-in shorts. So there's shorts underneath, but they're able to be pulled down. This is the best invention. Whoever invented this deserves $1 million. So when you wear like a dress with shorts connected or like a romper, you have to get naked and take a dump. You literally just, I don't know, can I say that on an ad? I hope so, because this is honest. You just pull down the shorts that are connected and you can go to the bathroom without getting naked. I know that Peyton loves to get naked and take a poop, but you don't have to when you wear this dress. Bonus, the step, the active score, it's that girl. She's high rise, so it hugs you in. It's ridiculously comfy, and it gives full main character energy. You'll be running through a parking lot with your iced coffee, looking so unbothered doing it. Wherever you're going, you look like you're going somewhere important, even if you're just running errands. So there's a really cute collection for everything. There's hot girl on the go, a cute lifestyle if you have plans and you don't, or if you don't have plans. Okay, one second. If you do have plans or you don't have plans, you're going to look like you're doing something important. So make sure to check it out and use code BFF on roback.com for a generous 20% off your first order.
In lighter news, like I was saying, or quite possibly heavier news, if you get where I'm going.
Right.
Joey Chestnut won the 2025 Nathan's famous hot dog eating contest, reclaiming his title after a 1-year absence. He consumed 70 and a half hot dogs in 10 minutes.
Joey.
17th win.
Wow.
Now, if that ain't an American, what is?
God, I don't know.
Is, dude? How many hot dogs do you think you could eat in 10 minutes?
We had a hot dog eating contest here the other day in honor of Joey Chestnut. And my friends got, what did we do? Wait, let me look. What did they get? We did 10 minutes and they got, a girl did it. She got 13 dogs with the bun. And then the boys got like 37 or something.
One guy?
One guy got 37. One guy got 42. Like nothing compared to 70 though.
You had one guy eat 42 hot dogs in 10 minutes?
Yeah. You've met my friends, right?
Did they throw up everywhere after?
Everywhere. Everyone was throwing up. And one of my friends, we did it in the morning before they all left for the ferry because we're on an island and you have to take the ferry off here. I was like, guys, this is not the place to be doing this right here, then and now. Like, you're all going to throw up all over the side of the boat.
Oh.
Like they were throwing up off the side of the boat.
Was it just full wieners coming out?
Full weenies.
Man,
they didn't record
dude.
any of it. Like, it was so incredible. Too.
Yeah, see, I think I would throw up. I don't think I'm getting even close to 40 hot dogs in 10 minutes.
I think I could do like 8 realistically. But the boys started doing it.
10.
Yeah, the boys started doing it like just dogs, no buns at one point.
That's not the same. Not
No.
the same. Now,
but we made our own rules.
There has been this viral debate going around, which I have seen. Who do you think wins, right? Usain Bolt or Joey Chestnut? It's a race between the two of them. You have to eat the hot dog, and then you have to go and sprint 100 meters.
Joey Chestnut.
I think he wins.
Yes, because 100 meters isn't that long.
And
so
even if he can run it in 13 seconds, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like
he's going to eat the hot dog in 0.5 seconds.
That's what I'm saying.
One
like
hot
Usain
dog,
Bolt.
He can inhale that. Usain Bolt's going to take, what, 15 seconds to eat that dog?
Wait, does it just eat one hot dog?
You just eat one hot dog and then sprint, but you got to finish the dog before you start your run.
Oh, I thought it was you have to eat as many as you can in 10 minutes.
No, but my thought is, I know Usain Bolt's obviously going to crush him. And I think you got to even go prime Usain Bolt versus prime Joey Chestnut here.
Yeah.
Prime Usain Bolt. I mean, if Joey can get 4 seconds on him in the hot dog eating and then go, there's a chance he has this. And I think it could be Joey.
Yeah, but you got to think, me and you, like, anyone can eat one hot dog really fast.
Yeah, but he can just inhale that shit.
I guess I got to look up. I got to watch film.
You'd have to see how quick is the quickest he could eat a hot dog. And it's all up to that. But I think I go Joey Chestnut.
I wish they would do that for fun, for a fundraiser.
Race. Except Usain Bolt isn't even as close as quick as he used to be.
True, but he's definitely with lights out, blow Joey out of the water.
Probably. But he's he's older now, man. Usain Bolt, how old's Usain Bolt? I'm gonna look it up. I think he's like
61.
He's almost 40. It's 38.
He's young. I said 61.
I think he was that old. I thought he was like 42, 43. But he's not gonna be running like he was in the Olympics.
No, that's for damn sure. He's not gonna be running like it was. Well, hopefully we get this to happen.
That would be an awesome race. I'd love to see it.
Oh, Josh. Josh. Michael Rubin canceled his white party allegedly.
Yep. A lot of theories going around on why it was canceled. Some saying it's because the celebs were at Bezos' lit $50 million wedding. And Michael Rubin was hosting a Fanatics event, so maybe it was just too much. Or that with the Diddy trial going on, it seemed not appropriate to have the event because we all know who started the white party.
Yeah, I'm going Diddy theory.
100% the Diddy theory. Are you kidding me?
I know. Like, obviously it's the Diddy theory.
Because those, theories were already going around about, oh, is Rubin's white party like the Diddy white party? Like that was already going around even before Diddy was going through, the court trials and all that. So definitely was just like, oh, this probably isn't a good look for Fanatics.
Yeah, let's not
align with,
party.
Diddy here and throw a white party. So I think it was the right call.
Maybe he changes it though. Maybe he throws it in the fall and he does a spooky party.
Yeah.
Maybe he shifts.
Maybe it was a secret white party.
Ooh, that's even scarier.
That no one even knew about, but it still went on.
Oh my gosh. But that isn't the whole point. He wants to be like, look who's at my house. So
yeah,
he probably wouldn't even want to do it.
Yeah, that's exactly what the point is. All right. Well, Kylie follows Timothy on Instagram. After 2 years of dating, Kylie Jenner finally followed Timothy Chalamet on Instagram. He still doesn't follow her. That's tough.
They've been dating for 2 years already?
Way too long. It doesn't seem like they've been dating as long as me and Gabby. But congratulations on the 2 years. A couple of people making it 2 years.
I love them. I love them. But that's so funny that she was definitely like giggling with all of her friends because she was in France and they were like, let's just follow on Instagram,
and then he'll follow me back.
Says.
And then she's like, wait.
Why didn't he follow me back?
He must not have his phone right now. Yeah.
I love them. I wonder if she'll unfollow him. That'd be funny if she unfollows him.
Yeah, that would be kind of funny. That would be kind of funny.
I wish them love and lost forever. This next one was crazy. This one was this made me happy because he finally admitted to doing all of these things. Brian Koberger pleads guilty. He pled guilty for the murder of the 4 Idaho college students. The agreement says Koberg would plead guilty to burglary, felony, and first-degree murder on 4 counts. He will be sentenced to 10 years for the burglary charge and a fixed life sentence on the 4 counts. Clap that up. It's fucking awesome. Of homicide, according to the agreement, all 5 would run a consecutive to one another, and Koberger would waive his right to appeal the sentence to seek leniency of the sentence. So he's gone forever, and he admitted it.
I love when, families are able to get the closure or like the justice in a degree that they very much deserve. It's always hard because, nothing brings back those kids, but this is the next best thing.
Yeah. And it made me really happy because there were so many freaks and weirdos and monsters that came up with all these theories that the girl that was in the house and the boyfriend like had something to do with it, or they had an involvement in their friends being murdered. And I'm just so happy that it's all put to rest.
Yeah. Yeah. It's tough, especially with social media now. I mean, every case becomes like, what is, how do we turn this into like an episode of Serial, like the podcast? You know what I mean? It's like they think there's going to be sometimes it's not great to drag the families through all that. I mean, all the time, it's not great to drag them through that.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, more stuff of this.
Talking about Diddy guilty of 2 out of the 5 allegations. He's been convicted of 2 federal counts under the Mann Act for transporting individuals for prostitution. These carry a maximum sentence of up to 10 years, meaning he could face up to 20 years in prison. But legal experts and prosecutors anticipate a much shorter sentence. Sentencing guidelines suggest about 4 to 5 years.
Ugh, crazy.
I would have bet that he wasn't going to be gone for very long.
No, that's what having money and good lawyers and connections, and we just talked about that.
Also, there's like the fact of how many important people did he have something on?
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
Right? It's like, how many people did he have something on where it was like, shit, how many judges went to his parties? You know what I mean? Like, you don't really know. Those people will find ways to get the right people at those parties so that in the future they have to owe them one. because they'll have the
Yep.
photo or they'll have something of you or know something or can testify. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, who knows?
Corruption at its finest.
Oh, at its
brother.
finest, at its finest. But
It's all around us.
4 to 5 years, I guess we'll see. I'm sure more and more stuff will come out about that situation. We have not heard
Yeah.
the last or seen the last of that.
For sure. All right, guys, quick commercial break. So sunglasses are more than just eye protection. They're transformation. When you put on a pair, you're not just shielding your eyes from the sun, but you're also reshaping how you see the world and how they see you. There's a pair of sunglasses for every single vibe. I think I brought maybe 15 pairs of sunglasses for this trip, and I've been changing them out each day. It depends on the vibe that you want. It depends on how you want to be perceived. If you don't want to be looked at, you wear your big shades. If you look like, you're maybe a little hungover, you wear the even bigger shades. Whatever you got going on, there's a pair of sunglasses for you, and they're more than an accessory. So own your moment in so many ways. Sunglass Hut has a pair that you're going to love no matter what. There's so many to choose from, a wide range of styles, an incredible in-store experience to help you feel like your best self. So if you are near a Sunglass Hut store, highly recommend going in. It's so fun to try them on. But if you're not, just order them online. You can find the perfect pair that speaks to you and embrace your power of sunglasses. Visit Sunglass Hut today and make sure every moment is truly yours. Sunglass Hut, own your moment.
Anna Wintour stepped down as editor-in-chief of Vogue. Pretty big news considering, she's been at her position for 37 years. 75 years old, long-lived career. I mean, how many movies and stuff have talked about it? Like, I feel like she is
I know. I'm looking
an
at
icon.
Does she have a husband? I'm looking it up. Anna Wintour's been married twice. Her first husband was David Schaefer, a child psychiatrist. And then she married Shelby Bryan for 16 years before they separated. She's been with Bill Nighy now. I'm just thinking, does she have a man that she's going to go spend all of her time with now?
Probably. I'm sure she's still going to pop out, as a legend at a couple of fashion shows from time to time.
I don't know if you've seen all these, but you know how like you just said, everyone talks about her in movies, or she's kind of been this anomaly where she's always talked about, but you never see videos of her, only at fashion shows, or there's never anything on the internet of her. I, in the past, since she stepped down the past couple weeks, have seen a video of her at a bar, or a video of her just randomly on the street talking to people. She's just out here.
Now she's just out and about. Maybe she just never got to do anything while she was, because she had to be this mysterious person.
Yeah, I wonder if she really fed into the narrative because it helped the brand. And now she's I don't have to be that person anymore.
Probably. She definitely can be way more lax now.
Yeah, good for her then. Hopefully she has some fun.
Yeah, retirement. Little T Swift action. Haven't seen her on the page in a second. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce posted in a photo with Will and Taylor from Bussin' with the Boys at an event a few weeks ago. Couple stoolies meeting T Swift.
Dude, oh my God, Josh. So NFL Man was at that event. And obviously I was okay, because he was hanging out with Taylor and met her and stuff. And I was I need to know everything. You need to tell me everything about her. And all he could say was that she's the most normal, nice person. You would never know that she's Taylor Swift. She talks to everyone. She's sweet to everyone. She doesn't act famous. She doesn't act how important she is. She just acts like a normal human being.
That's pretty awesome to hear.
Yeah, I mean, I nearly shed a tear. I was pumped.
It's always good when you hear good things about the people that you have this idea of, because I feel so often you'll fall in love with a character they play in a movie, or who they portray themselves on in their stage presence. So you never really know how they're going to be, but it's always great. It's always great to hear that.
Well, and that kind of goes to I said that because she took this picture with the Bustin' and the Boys guys, and people are freaking out that because they're MAGA and she's very publicly not MAGA. But she is just genuinely nice to everyone. And those are Travis Kelce's friends. So if he's hey babe, can we just take a picture with the boys? She's not going to be no, how is she going to know everyone's political affiliation?
Also hating somebody just because they have they vote for a different person than you is not going to fix any problems that are being faced in America.
That's not how the world works. Yeah.
It's just also not how you're ever going to come to an agreement or learn something new. If you lean a certain way, you should want to be talking with the people that lean the other way the most, because that's what's actually going to help your perspective or change your perspective. If you just talk to the people that agree with you, you're always going to think you're right. And you're always going to be like, well, then I'm right. Everyone else should just listen to me. It's like, no, that doesn't mean you have to agree with the people when you talk to them or listen to them or take anything away from the conversation. Your takeaway could be like, all right, that solidified my points more. But it's like, just like hating somebody because of somebody that they like, what if they're like left or right or because it's so silly to me. I don't understand it at all. Why can't everyone just have regular conversations and then, we'd learn stuff all together and then we'd like come to a better place and be more educated. And maybe we wouldn't have situations where we're looking at Office and being like, what the fuck is going on? Like maybe we'd actually, all be like, okay, now what are the steps to, fix this? How can we all come together and not just, close everyone off and be so isolated? It's terrible. The divide is terrible.
I couldn't agree more. And also, like, I like posted a video. I mean, we've talked about it on the podcast before. Me and Dave would go back and forth because he likes Trump. I don't like Trump. Yeah. And I made a video about not liking Trump or whatever. But I don't. And everyone's like, well, why are you friends with Dave? Why do you work with Dave? What? I can't understand that mentality of like, just because I don't have the same political opinions as someone doesn't mean I can't respect you or like be your friend. Also, newsflash, majority of the country voted for Trump. So what am I going to sit in my house and not talk to anyone? Because like everyone that I fucking know in the real world, it's like, everyone voted for Trump. Like, it's a reality check for people like me, to be honest.
It's tough.
I didn't realize how many people voted for him in my life. Like everyone did. Secretly even.
Oh, I mean, I mean, that's the other problem though, is like you shouldn't have to secretly vote.
Yeah.
Like your job or like you not getting like especially in the entertainment space, it's a huge thing, right? Like now just for the people that are gonna like probably be like, Josh is a fucking Trumpy. I can't vote. Just remember that I'm Canadian.
Well, people say I'm Trumpy too, and I'm like, no,
and it's so silly because those people are never gonna like pay attention or know these or like try to learn something. But in my mind, with it all, it's crazy that like you could lose your job because you went and voted for someone, or you could not get casted in something because you voted for somebody. Like you're using your right to vote, and then you get like now you're losing a job because of that. It's like I don't know about that. I don't know about the fact that like you can't have a conversation with people anymore. It just turns into arguments and yelling matches. And like, they don't even like, I'll watch these videos of people that have two opposite opinions and they don't even talk about their opinions. They're just like, you're fucking stupid. Yeah, well, you're stupid. And it's like, you guys both sound stupid. You're not even talking about the subject. Just talk about the subject in like a people get so worked up. Sometimes I genuinely think that I may be the only person in the world that knows there's like an emotional response and a logical response.
Right.
And sometimes those won't be the same. And it's okay to have both. Like I just sometimes I feel like do people not think about how there's it's whatever. I could talk about that shit for all day. And probably just get in like trouble or something. So
I know.
We'll leave it at that. But
I know.
It's impossible. I just wish people could get along more. I want love. That's what I want. I want there to be more love.
I just want to meet Taylor Swift.
Jeez. Wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah, wouldn't it be? Wouldn't it freaking be?
Well, let's keep the blood boiling here. Hot takes, Love Island edition. You're the one to answer these more than I am, so I'll just snap along to every one of your answers.
All right, you read them along, and then I'll get my takes.
Nick never liked Cierra. He was using her for the money, hence why he jumped to Alandra. I agree.
Facts.
Come on now. Cierra shouldn't have gotten kicked out of Love Island.
I don't know how I feel about this one because it's like, what if we dug up every single thing that everyone in that show has said or done in their life? We could kick the whole cast off. I'm sure of it.
Yeah, I think for me it's I'd want to see her have to address it on the show and then maybe make the decision. But I still understand why they removed her from the show. I think, you don't want to endorse or look like you're saying like we're okay with this type of talking or like actions. Like you can't triple down. You can't triple down on something like that.
But like, where's this energy for Donald Trump? Like, why are we caring so much about these Love Island stars? Why don't we put this energy somewhere where it matters? God, we're getting political today, huh?
Yeah, we really are. This is taking a turn. I don't like Alondria because she preaches being a girl's girl and then spills everyone's secrets.
Oh my God, Alandria. Where was this energy? She fucking said, say it in front of the whole class when Huda was kissing her own man, her own connection. And then her best friend leaves the villa for 1 fucking hour. And you're all up in this man's business, backing that ass up in bed together. And then she just doesn't even address it or talk about it. She just stole her best friend's man and is like, now we can explore. I don't like Alandria.
All I'm going to say, I've been wanting to do this. Peacock, please let me do this. I've been trying to live stream all the episodes and do like live watch parties for it, right?
Oh, I'd get arrested if I did that.
And when I was watching with Gabby and we watched the first episode, the first thing I said when I saw the Alandria, it's Alandria?
Alandria, yes.
Alandria. When I saw her on the screen, the first thing I said, I was like, this girl is not going to be for the girls. And everyone in the room, it might have been like the 3rd episode at this point or 2nd episode, but it was really beginning. And everyone in the room was like, what the hell, Josh? She's my favorite. She's the best on the show. And I was like, guys, I'm telling you, this girl, I feel it. She's not going to be a girl's girl on this show. Like there's something with her. There's something. And then, we fast forward a little bit. Boom, kissing with Nick the first second she gets. And I was like, oh my God, I knew it.
You clocked it. See, I was the same way.
It.
She was my favorite. This show's
Weren't they all freaking out? Weren't they all freaking out when someone else kissed someone's dude?
What
but then
I'm saying.
They like talked about it right away.
Yes.
And then the difference is like she
can do whatever she wants. But they call Huda a hypocrite. You guys are hypocrites. You're all hypocrites. You all fucking suck besides Pepe and Iris. Oh man, I could go on and on. All right, what's next?
People sabotaging contestants on Love Island USA is weird behavior and doesn't happen on the UK version.
Yes, the USA is fucking weird.
This season of Love Island has been ruined by the producers.
Facts. All right.
All right.
Oh, how was Gabby's 21st?
It was sick. We got an Airbnb. We were there for like 2 nights. She had a bunch of her friends come through. We had like this big blown up with air. We had a little like blow up movie theater kind of set up in the
like
backyard. Yeah, it was really cool. Watched the Love Island episodes on it. Had like mixologists there, making drinks, doing the fun stuff. Karaoke set up, tennis court, basketball court, gym. It was an awesome 2 days.
It looks like a blast. Happy birthday, Gabby. 21.
21.
Good old 21. I remember those days.
21.
I remember those days all too well.
Back when I was young and better than average looking.
Back when you were young and hot. Now you're just old and average.
Now I'm just old and average, dude. Well, that's BFFs.
Yeah, that's our episode today, guys.
Hope you enjoyed it. If you didn't, find another pod.
Woo! Excellent.